made. See, I'm one step ahead of the curve tonight. See? All right. Alrighty, folks. Of not the past, but of present and future. You cannot see me in the past, unfortunately. It's kind of a weird thing, right? Yo, Couch, what's good? That's so exciting. Hold on, the game should be on the screen. Hold. Hold. I do want to play more PoE2 at some point. I just, like, my ass does not have time to, like, get into PoE right now. I could, like, play through PoE2, but, like, I don't think I have enough bandwidth for a league right now. Yo, Wolf, welcome back. Great to see you. Guys, the tea's not hot enough. You know how I am. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, Couch. Games. I love PoE, but like this is how I've gotten myself into, you know, gotcha / mobile game bullshit. Is because like little time investments, but still a thing they can kind of sink your teeth into. Yeah, I'm excited. Excited to hear it at least, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna have the bandwidth to actually like jump in, but we'll see. Did my camera just auto adjust? I thought I fixed that. No? Hold? No, we're good. Okay. Everything's fine. All right. Let's get it, chat. It's a great opportunity to save last night. All right. I think we spent our stuff last time. I think we spent our stuff last time. Okay. We have like no inventory space. All right. I was told that this was a noob trap last time, so we're gonna sell it. Yeah. 25K is a lot. It's lower power, dude. We can always rebuy too, so. That's very nice. All right. I kind of, because we gotta do this. I'm gonna bar for bar on that for sure. What do we have that isn't upgraded yet? Any of our classic goodies not upgraded? No, beautiful. 20K is crazy. Take some stability. Not that we have Requiem ammo, but you know, in the case that we do end up with some Requiem ammo in these final stages of the game. Okay, so we don't have to make stacked hand grenades. We have two. We need one more hand grenade, I guess. All right, folks, let's get out of here. Or get into here, I guess. One of the two. The last Grace section was fantastic. All right, what's going on here? We need a key?
Security threat detected.
Okay. Override key.
Elevator shut down. In effect. Override key authorization required.
It's weird that nothing spawned. That's weird. I don't know about all that. I guess once we get the key, it'll open up. But that was weird. There we go. There's some enemies. I see something in there. Okay. Damn it, dude. Oh my god. Holy fuck.
I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can.
Oh, we did stop to the mid-range shotgun charm, right? Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Haven't changed much, have you?
Well, it's fine. We used an herb. It's fine. We'll live. We have plenty of healing. Maybe, like, don't get hit forehead a little bit, but... Oh, God. Not the plot. These guys are easy peasy so far. Very readily dealt with. We were in a very similar room recently, right? Am I going insane? More shotgun shells? You shouldn't have. Dude, it's like all shotgun shells. That's insane. Ooh, very nice. Guess I have one more box over here. Well. Maybe on the way back. Hello. What? Well, that was weird. Three shotgun shells. 500 cigarettes. That's the only thing I know about the Orville, and I still think that's a funny bit. Keep waiting for those tubes to get unlocked. They'll just like fall out over onto me. Yeah, that guy's moving. Got hella machine gun ammo right now too. Look at that. All right, override key, bioweapon repository. I love these keys. Are so satisfying looking. That goes a long way. Ooh, banana. If we come back through this other room, it'll pop a bunch of guys open. Hold my breath for vents. Yep. Oh my god, that's a lot of them. Hell yeah. What's up, Faye? 500 cigarettes. What is happening? Nice. Okay. Let's go back to the save point.
Warning, autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable.
Okay.
Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline.
Well, that's not good. Legendary
Air
Trent.
thermometer warning. Pod lockdown unavailable.
Oh, that's not ideal.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
Holy. Oh my god. What? 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 Are we kidding? You had a knife? Am I bad at the game? Don't send me back all the way, please. Yes, I thought. Okay, thank you. God damn it. Well, this has been messy. I'll take a full shotgun shell refill. Okay. All right. I guess I gotta save first. Whatever, though. It's not a big deal.
Warning, autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable. Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline. Air thermometer warning. Pod lockdown unavailable.
Great timing. Great timing.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
The elevator will arrive shortly.
And to think I had a harder time with that the last time. A free med injector? Are you crazy?
Arrived.
Okay, let's go repair our armor real quick. Should be like right over here right now. We're gaming, we're gaming, we're
Can't
gaming.
waste any more
I know you're hurting, Leon, but we can get you some armor that'll help you with your ribs and whatever. I don't think we need. I genuinely don't think we need the. I'll grab the ammo. I don't think we need the med injector.
I'm here.
I never got the silencer 9. Oh well.
I need to go.
I know, Leon. I'm aware. Yeah, I don't know that we need to like save again, basically. Oh, except on this save. Wish we would. We're locked the fuck in. We don't need to heal yet, just because. Oh, that hurts, dude. Bro was hurting.
Almost sure.
Leon, no. It would be sad if Leon died. I think he's gonna make it though, but it would be sad. It is Resident Evil after all. I remember seeing a meme like when Requiem dropped about Resident Evil being, you know, it's like take your sensitive ass back to Silent Hill. Resident Evil will be believe in the triumph of the human spirit in this MF. I was like, yeah, this is like goofy action movie. What the fuck is that? The central portal. That looks like it's not the way to go. The what now? What in the SMT? Yeah. There's just got a lot of like, you know, just like randos dying, but that cast believes in themselves. Leon's newest enemy, the stairs. Dude, if I was bleeding out, that would be intimidating as fuck. Okay. Meanwhile, Grace Ashcroft.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
My research opened Pandora's box, unleashing disaster upon the world.
Except Elpis, the goddess of hope? Or so the myth goes.
A blind hope.
What do you mean?
Humans cannot predict when death will come for them. This is why they have hope. I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt. Happiness cannot be achieved at the expense of others. I think that's enough for today.
Why did you accept my request for an interview?
Oh shit.
Who is that? Is that one of your subjects?
Of course not. She was alone in the world. I took her in to make amends. Is she perfectly normal? Just an average child needing a home. She is my hope. Aren't you beautiful? Would you like to hold her?
Oh, okay. She's adorable. What's her name?
Grace.
Grace. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I've said my piece. I only hope it serves as a requiem for those who have passed.
So, where did he take her in from? Like, the street or something? Dude, why is she at the Dark Knight computer? Oh my god! Oh, he's cooked. But he is collapsing right next to Elpis, presumably. Presumably. Oh, dude, holy shit. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, dude, the back and forth goes nuts. Why didn't we do more of this throughout the game? That's a missed opportunity. What the fuck? Is this the Spencer Mansion? What the fuck? What the hell? So Spencer was here.
This is finally my chance to do something.
Grace, what do you mean by this? Oh shit, the hallway. Leon, the meetup. Oh gosh, yeah, we have no gun, which is good and bad. Dude, this is crazy. The orbs, is that Elpis? Or are those Grace's?
Leon!
Why is this painted on? Oh, it is. It's like right here. Okay, I see.
Leon! Oh, hey, it's me. It's Grace. Oh, please wake up. Come on. Wake up, wake up.
Hey, you. I was just resting my eyes.
You okay? Oh, let me help you.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I don't know the password.
It's okay. Soon left are wide open for us. Any wrong code will do. It'll destroy Elvis.
Let's try.
Grace, whatever it takes. I can buy you some time.
No. No, I have an idea.
I trust you. I trust you.
Don't doom the world, Grace, please. Please, Grace, please.
So, the prodigal daughter returns.
I know the password.
Fulfill your destiny. and all will be forgiven.
Only if you let Leon live.
Very well.
Littering, dude. You got one shot at this, Grace. Better make it count. The password's password. Whoa. Okay, I didn't expect this. Okay. I'm gonna trust Grace's insane plan right now. She said let her cook. I'm letting her cook.
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. The blind hope.
Okay.
Holy shit.
This is it.
Let's see it. Who was that? Oh my god, it's Elpis.
What are you doing, Grace?
Spencer regretted what he did.
Well done.
You promised.
Yes, that I would let him live. Mr. Kennedy, I give you the honor of experiencing my power firsthand.
I'm not sure Elpis is what you think it is. There's nothing special about me. I was never any key. Spencer wanted to make amends.
But you released Elpis. What is it?
It's the cure for the T-virus.
Tell me!
Leon!
Why? My powers!
Elpis is Spencer's atonement. It's an antiviral.
What the fuck?
Amazing. I am humbled by my master's genius.
Your research was wrong. Elpis wasn't a weapon. There was never a key.
Spencer's paper was obviously incomplete. There was no connection between Grace and Emily.
Do you know how much time and money I wasted on this?
Don't you see the genius? With Elpis, all virus-based weapons are useless. The world order will be thrown into chaos.
We wanted a weapon.
Instead, Spencer gave us anarchy. I will carry his torch and bring his vision to life.
You? You and Spencer were a means to an end.
Yet he outwitted you all.
Spencer defied us and paid the price with his life. He was nothing.
You are nothing but an imitation.
It's over, Victor. The Connections is done with you.
Oh my god.
We can't let him have it.
Your ignorance is staggering.
Leon, it's a cure.
Let's go.
Leon, it's working. Wake up.
Now. Let it all come down. All of it.
Grace, what happened? It's gonna go! Grab something!
Oh, his knees, dude. There's no way. There's actually no way. His knees are busted.
Grace!
I saw shotgun shells.
Time to bury Umbrella's last skeleton.
Spencer's vision lives through you. And I will see that brought to fruition.
And how many more will have to die for that fight?
Ow.
It seems your skills have diminished.
What? Oh. What in the MMO fight? What the fuck?
Seems you're reaching your limit.
Okay.
I will not let those ideals win. Give it up! It's over.
He's becoming the big plant again. Stars.
Good riddance.
Are you sure about that? He just fell into the hole. Yeah, I don't think that's... Oh my god! Dude, this is why I saved those extra Requiem shots. I was gonna keep on loading, but I wasn't sure if he had, like, phase protection. What the fuck is that?
Nemesis. You're so damn relentless.
What the fuck? What the hell is this? Oh my god. The one reborn? Hold on. Dude. You can parry anything except for Plant 34. I mean 43. Ow. I fucked up, I fucked up, I fucked up. Ow. Ow. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. God damn it. Okay, we did it. Huge. That's fine. Okay, what is happening now? Okay. That didn't help at all. Shit. This is insane. Very fun fight. Huge. What? Hell yeah! Yes, dude. Standing here, I realize. Oh, yes, dude. Yes. Sonic Hero. Just take your pick of a hype video game action sequence. Yes! That was a fun fight. Be gone.
This time, you ain't getting back up.
He could have had a snappier one-liner there, but that was great.
Grace, where are you? Sherry. Sherry, come in. Sherry. Shit.
So if Zeno was an imitation,
Grace!
does that mean Wesker is still alive?
Hang on. Grace.
No, dude.
Grace.
Yes, dude.
We need to get you out of here. Come on. Let's get you out.
Get some pressure on that puncture wound, please.
There's no way out, is there?
I'm gonna sit right here with you.
Oh, that's too scary now. Please look for the backup lights illuminating the emergency exit. BSAA? Or stars? Dude, please have Chris come in. It would be so hype if Chris... Dude, please. Is that...
Kennedy? Depends who's asking. Alpha, you read me, sir? Yeah, they're safe. I got them. Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain...
Yes! Holy shit! Yes, dude. Oh, they're leaving that for the next game. That makes sense. Don't make me wait for a load to have me not see Chris Redfield, though, please. Oh shit, okay. Dude.
I'll be damned. Can't believe that antiviral actually worked. Feel better than I have in ages.
Do we get more of it?
Oh, thank God. I'm glad you're okay.
We got a dose with your name on it.
Yes.
We'll be back in action in no time.
Thank you, Leon.
Would have been a lot smoother if Chris hadn't been so late to the party.
Where is Chris, anyway?
No idea. I'm sure I'll run into him at some point.
Have they ever met in person before? Is that like a bit about them not having met in person?
Yeah. Opus really was our last hope.
Oh, let's pray Umbrella hasn't left us any more nasty surprises.
Resident Evil 10, baby.
We could have saved Emily.
Grace, I didn't hit any of her vitals.
What?
She could still be alive.
Holy shit!
What are you saying?
Maybe we can save her.
Elpis! Dude! Holy shit! Yeah. Oh, that goes insane. I didn't hit any of her vitals is crazy.
Trading bioweapons lab located here in the ruins of Raccoon City. The origin point for the worldwide spread of bioorganic weapons. This illegal facility appears to have been in operation for decades.
Sources say that the extension of the lockdown and the recent series of mysterious deaths may be related to tragic events in Raccoon City 28 years ago.
Evidence seized in Raccoon City has led the Justice Department to reopen its investigation into Oswald Spencer and the long-defunct Umbrella Corporation. Some believe the government deliberately drove Umbrella into bankruptcy.
The late Alyssa Ashcroft is credited with cracking the Oswald Spencer story. Conspiracy theorists are already claiming that she was killed in a cover-up, and that the organization responsible is secretly controlling our government.
Tonight, in a speech from the Oval Office, the president is expected to reject allegations of any government involvement since the Raccoon City incident.
From Bioterror Front in Rhodes Hill. Wait. Dude. Let's go! Oh, the triumph of hope in the human spirit. Oh, that was great. This was my favorite Resident Evil endgame, I think, so far. Well, we're gonna get hit with some copyright for this. Hopefully it's not too bad. As long as the video doesn't get taken down, I'm cool with it, but we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna rob you all of the audio here, though. If it gets taken down, I should have an upload that I can do where I can just kill the audio from the stream at this point. Credits takes. For those of you who are new here, we always chat about the credits, over the credits, talking about the game. So, thoughts about the game. I think I still hold to my original theory that I think the Grace sections were the strongest. I had a lot of fun with Leon, though. And those last couple of boss fights were fantastic. Really enjoyable. I don't understand Xeno, but sure. the Super Tyrant is so funny. That was great. Really great. Super fun. The reason why I was so harsh on the switch to Leon is that I just don't think that like the largest chunk of the Leon sections is especially great. That's really tough to go from like what might be the best Resident Evil gameplay in the series to like very fine gameplay is tough. That's really tough. So like I said, even if it ends up dropping, you know, from like a 9 or so to like a 9 to a 6. A 6 isn't bad. That's fine. A 6 is like, yeah, it was fine. I enjoyed it. It was fine. It wasn't like horrible, but it was kind of mid. At least. But the drop, you can feel that drop as the game pivots. I do think the Umbrella Lab sequence tied the sections together really well. That was super satisfying. It's the interstitial stuff in the middle that is not as strong. And I still think that the Grace section in the lab, in the arc, just was better. The Leon sections are fun, but they're fundamentally not that interesting to me. And the Grace sections were very interesting mechanically. There's so much going on in the Grace sections, and the Leon sections were fun. But I still think, like, fundamentally, they represent, like, a break and a breather period rather than a full thing on their own terms. They're fun, but, like, there's not enough going on. I think we need more depth to it to make it feel more interesting design-wise. As it stands, it was a fun action game. Like, I had a really good time playing the Leon sections. I'm not trying to say they were, like, horrific. They were fine. I had a good time playing them. But they're not interesting. They're fine. And the sections weren't that interesting. They were fine. A couple fun boss fights. A lot of great set pieces. But they're not that interesting. The Grace sections are deeply interesting to me. I don't think I've ever played a survival horror game this tight, except in those Grace sections. Beginning of 7 gets there a little bit. Yeah, no, I think, like, good expansion. I think the thing I'm trying to emphasize is, like, I don't think that I think these sections are, like, bad. I just think, like, the game had something stronger going on. I think they could have cooked harder by just trying to continue to build that momentum rather than trying to flesh out the Leon sections. Maybe they ran out of ideas, of course. That's possible. But I do think that this was just such a good time. It's hard to overstate, I think, how good the Grace sections are in Rhodes Hill. They're so good. Like, so good. I really enjoyed that. And there's some phenomenal Leon set pieces, too. Really fun, really bombastic, really like classic Resident Evil kind of stuff going on. Really enjoyed all of that. I do think the parry was pretty fun, if a little overpowered for Leon. I think there's a lot of stuff that just got felt undercooked. Like, the charms didn't mean anything. There was like 4 of them. I mean, I probably missed some, but there was like none of them. So like it didn't feel like a system that felt very fleshed out for a new game run. There might be more New Game Plus, obviously, but like I didn't get that in my playthrough. So that felt kind of tacked on. The upgrades in general felt kind of numbers go up, which is nice. And I really like, you all know how much I care about having gun upgrades in games be visual. These are visual upgrades. I like that a lot. The weapons aren't that interesting. There's only a few at the end that we can actually use. I like opted into the classic 70 for the hell of it. I didn't need to. The other one was probably stronger. Yeah, exactly. High difficulties. I know there's a whole shitload of menus of New Game Plus and bonus content. I would have liked to have seen more of that in the NG run, I think. Just to give them a bit more diversity to Leon's like build paths, basically. Like we didn't have much decision making to do. I do like the idea of having just the suitcase and not having a lot of like a backup inventory for Leon. I think that's a really interesting idea versus Grace, where Leon has to pick his loadout and that's all he's got. Even if you can go buy it again, you have to like make trade-offs, right? So I like that a lot. I think it's a really interesting idea, but we just didn't do enough with it. Like there was, you know, like 1.5 machine guns, and the second one is like, as far as I could tell, just better. The second shotgun was basically just better. The second pistol was basically just better. They were all kind of just like, well, that was better. I don't know. It wasn't that interesting in terms of the weapon progression. We didn't get that much of a diversity of weapons either. They're really fun though. Like I had a good time with the loadout. Very fun. But I think if we wanted to make Leon's section more interesting, I think we needed to do more with enemies and we needed to do more with the combat. Like we just needed more density to everything. I wanted more going on because there was so much going on for Grace. The resource management with Grace's stuff was so good. The blood system is insane. Like like I said, like I don't. That Grace's sections might be my favorite survival horror mechanic set I've played. I'm trying to think of something that comes that close. Like Silent Hill has got some of the most immaculate horror set pieces and horror sequences that I can think of in the games I've played in Silent Hill. Those are just like unreal. But as far as survival horror mechanics go, this is up there. Dead Space, of course, up there. The limbs thing is like also a worse stroke of genius. But Grace's sections are so fucking smart. Nothing else. I can't think of anything else that feels like this. We have this very, very precise. You have very limited resources and problems are solved permanently. But it's not just offering you a stealth versus non-stealth kind of option. There's some really interesting dynamics at play. Like, do you craft health? Do you craft an injector? Do you craft bullets? What are you doing with your blood? That for one, and then two, you know, sort of this risk reward of like needing to come back through areas frequently and having this toss up where whether you want to fight enemies in the first place and then whether you want to spend resources to keep them from mutating into blister heads. Like that whole dynamic is so strong. The basement loses it a little bit, I think, but it mostly keeps the dynamics, I think, strong. But then, oh my god, the Rhodes Hill section is so good. But I don't think like adding more combat depth would really do that much for Grace. I think you'd have to, yeah, Leon section being a little harder. I think mostly just having more interesting enemies would help a lot. Enemies with the different properties. Maybe enemies with some destructible limbs or something, right? Like the Leon sections are very much solved by apply bullets to head. Like for 90% of things except for a couple bosses, and even then it's apply bullet to head or glowing portion. Yeah, that's totally fair. I do think there's ways to do more stuff with Grace, for sure, but it would just require different pressures and different structure. So that said, I definitely agree that like it's not an easy feat to do. I'm not saying it's easy to do that. I'm saying that I think they could have gotten more out of that. That's definitely possible. I do think they can mix it up though with some different types of enemies and stuff too, though. But like when the game's at the peak of the Grace, oops, hello, hold on. RE10 Stinger, let's go.
And Sherry's okay? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Emily, yeah, she's doing great. I'm actually teaching her how to read.
She was blind from the T-virus?
Grace. Where's that report?
Sorry. Leon, gotta go. Catch up soon.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so she was blind from the T-virus.
Remaining BSAA forces have been neutralized. Retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
Hey, let's fucking go. Wait, what wolves? Wait. So that was the connections probably, right? Dude. Insanity mode. Behind the scenes video and Grace's report. Special model content, models and concept art. Jacket, tactical light. Going down, here, return with that tier, Emerald Legacy found mission, open Requiem, Recreation, Rising Agent. That's a lot of good stuff. Freya's Needle. A lightweight machine pistol that can be carried in one hand. Prioritizes firing rate over precision. Uses handgun ammo. That's crazy. A well-made blade that will never break. Yo, Kotetsu. Ghost Grudge Leon. Whoa! Demonic symbol in the grip. Uses the Requiem cartridges. Redemption. Break action single shot pistol. That's sick. Clatter carbine. Machine gun ammo. Aha. Mortal Edge. Yep. RPG 7. That's really funny. Matsuoka Master Manual. Another 50. Infinite Ribbon. That's funny. So you have to beat. Release outputs within 4 hours. That's nuts. Infinite ammo guns. Infinite ammo for the RPG. That's so funny. Oh, I missed that apparently. Wait, what do you mean? Whoa, that's sick. What do you mean by RE8? Grace's report, the truth behind Raccoon City. In 1998, Raccoon City was devastated by a massive outbreak caused by a viral leak from the pharmaceutical giant Umbrella. The United States government responded by launching a missile strike to wipe out the infected and erected a blockade throughout the city. In 2004, following a court trial, the Umbrella Corporation declared bankruptcy. A complete account of the events was never released. However, in October 2026, it discovered the city had been used as a hub for the production and trafficking of bioweapons. This report reveals the established narrative of the Raccoon City incident was falsified and elucidates newly discovered truth surrounding the incident. 68. To properly understand the truth, we must go back to the beginning of it all. In 1968, Oswald E. Spencer, James Marcus, and Edward Ashford founded the Umbrella Corporation. Having witnessed the horrors of the Second World War and the dread of the Cold War, Spencer felt a sense of despair watching the world repeat the same mistakes. He felt that it was his duty to bring about a change to humanity. As stated in court records following the Raccoon City incident, his ultimate goal was to bring about the viral evolution of the human race. Thus, he relentlessly pursued virus research through illegal and inhumane means. This fact remains unchanged. From the very beginning of Umbrella, the company faced rapid change and intense internal strife, most notably the sharp ideological divide between Spencer and Marcus. According to court records, this conflict was cited as the primary factor leading to the unusual developments which followed. In 1978, James Marcus developed the T-virus, which would go on to become the cause of the subsequent outbreak. 80s, crucial period. Okay, Spencer used internal politics to have Marcus demoted, absorbing T-virus research into a facility under his own control. From then on, Umbrella began to actively research and develop bioweapons under Spencer's leadership. The underground facility known as ARC, which was discovered during recent events, originally served as the administrative center of Umbrella's research. Okay, records. Concentrated investment into the Wesker project and the T-virus. Establishment of ARC as a central command center. Development of ELPIS. Memory transfer and forced evolution. This is the first recorded instance of the significant keyword ELPIS. The connection. The following documents regarding Marcus's involvement were also discovered. $30 million. The F Foundation was just one of the puppet organizations of the Connections. Connections is a criminal organization that various government agencies have been sounding the alarm against for years. The group is at the heart of all of this. Evidence suggests that the Connections sought involvement with Umbrella's central operations. Okay. Brandon Bailey. Think it's time to make contact with me directly, don't you? I await a response. This indicates that Bailey took over correspondence with the Connections succeeding Marcus. Bailey was rumored to be the founder of the Connections, but he may have only been a small cog in the larger machine. We now believe the Connections has had deep roots in the criminal underworld since before the 1980s, much about the Connections remains unknown. In order for Spencer to obtain complete control over Umbrella, he used force to deal with any internal opposition and influential adversaries. A list of these adversaries, seemingly prepared by an associate of Spencer, was recently discovered. Cheryl Moore, Michael Kramer, James Marcus, omitted. During this period, Umbrella continued to grow and expand through ties with the government. The organization became so large Spencer could not fully control it. Numerous accidents plagued Umbrella facilities around the world, which resulted in poor management. Furthermore, organizations like information was being leaked to rival organizations and the Connections due to moles that infiltrated the company. Yet, despite the circumstances, Spencer was able to thoroughly protect and complete his research at ARC, the research ELPIS. While most records regarding ELPIS were lost to the destruction of ARC, a precious few remain. ELPIS shall bring it all to an end. HCF, the family, and Umbrella. Trisol, HCF, the family. Oh, the family. Wow. The only information leaked about ELPIS was that it had the potential to upset the military balance of the entire world. However, a strictly managed password not only Spencer would need to access it. ELPIS is a powerful antiviral drug. However, this is unknown to those who sought it. The Connections and other black market groups mistakenly thought it to be a powerful bioweapon with the potential to potentially control human minds. This confusion likely stemmed from the fierce competition surrounding bioweapon development. It was common knowledge that Spencer, the developer of ELPIS, aimed for the evolution and control of humanity through viral technology. Based on data taken from the confiscated records and change in Spencer's behavior, we believe ELPIS was completed around the mid-1990s. After this period, the records show a marked decrease in the number of public statements from Spencer. A somewhat decrease in activity was also observed at the Raccoon City orphanage. Disturbingly, it is suspected that the children at the orphanage had long been used for Umbrella experimentation. While Spencer frequently visited the orphanage, records indicate he stopped in the 1990s. Furthermore, the orphanage was under the research jurisdiction of William Birkin in the late 90s. Birkin turned against Spencer, ultimately leading to the leak of the T-virus. The T-virus leaked from the Umbrella research facility in Raccoon City, causing an unprecedented outbreak. In response, the government decided to launch a missile strike on the city under the pretense of containing the spread. However, this is where we have been misled. The missile strike was not launched to prevent the spread of infection. A plan was formed to disrupt the relationship between the government and Umbrella and to shift the blame for all illegal activities onto Spencer. Found records indicate the Connections lobbied for the missile strike. ARC has been secured, commenced the missile strike. The blame will fall solely on Spencer, but this Umbrella will be dismantled and will seize their assets. Their goal was the acquisition of Umbrella assets, particularly the thing they believed would disrupt the world's military balance, ELPIS. Due to Bailey's involvement, the Connections were aware of Umbrella's inner workings prior to the Raccoon City incident. This set them up to swiftly secure ARC before instructing the government to carry out the missile strike. As is well known, trials were held after the events of the Raccoon City incident. Testimony from the survivors, along with evidence submitted by the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, demonstrated the scope of Umbrella's nefarious activities. Evidence against Spencer was presented at the trials by his subordinate Albert Wesker. It is now evident that Wesker was linked to Trisol, which in turn had strong ties to the Connections. Therefore, it is highly likely there was pressure from the government and the Connections during the trials. In 2004, following the outcome of the trials, Umbrella was forced into bankruptcy. Just as the Connections and the government intended, Oswald E. Spencer was held accountable as CEO. He disappeared from the public eye. Oh, that's cool, yeah. I mean, like, I just don't know how I would be, like, I might not be good enough to, like, quickly clear insanity or something, but, like, I did fine. I think. I died, like, one time. For, like, a big death. Thereafter, ARC served as a base of the research, development, and distribution of bioweapons. Documents believed to be transaction lists have also been seized. These lists umbrellas of competitors along with organizations that were previously found guilty of illegal activity. Unfortunately, most evidence was lost with the collapse of ARC. Recovery efforts continue, but success is unlikely. Following the Raccoon City incident, weaponized viruses developed by Umbrella were leaked. Subsequently, instances of bioterrorism utilizing this technology spread across the globe. In 2013, President Adam Benford was assassinated in a bioterrorist attack. Intelligence agencies report the president wished to reveal the full truth of the Raccoon City incident. It is possible that President Benford was privy to the facts revealed in this report. Remaining records are about Spencer after the dissolution of Umbrella are scarce, but a news source information has recently come to light. Interview conducted by Alicia Ashcroft. Despite being responsible for countless atrocities, Spencer showed some signs of remorse in this interview. Having lost everything, he sought atonement. While Elvis is a powerful instrument that can render viral weapons inert, it holds the potential as a panacea to be used for good. It is possible that Spencer's true motivations behind Elvis were peace and redemption. While he remained obsessed with the evolution of humanity throughout his later years, most testimonies describe him nothing but a senile old man. Spencer died in 2006 at his secluded estate. His true intentions behind developing Elpis will forever remain unknown. As we can see from the records, the Umbrella Corporation's liquidation was intentionally orchestrated by the connections in the U.S. government. Furthermore, they were involved in the illegal development and trafficking of bioweapons in Raccoon City. The extent to which past and present governments were involved requires further investigation. Much about the connections remains shrouded in mystery, and most records of their involvement were destroyed alongside ARC. Countless lives have been lost. As government officials, we have a duty to pursue the truth. If anything, finding it will finally offer some closure to everyone who fell victim to these heinous actions. Grace Ashcroft. Damn. Okay, going down. Sure. RPG, sure. Super Tyrant, sure. Arc. Yep. Yep. Casual, modern, classic. Dude, look at that. Stop on Avicii's attacks. No, I missed an item, that sucks. Yep, we got that. 2 singers, Grace. A zombie attack another zombie. Oh, I guess I didn't do that. I missed a safe! Damn it. Damn it. 200,000 credits. Bloodlust. Okay. Without using herbs or meta injectors, that using the blood collector. Holy shit. The sweet pear, hear the voice? Whoa. That's a neat little puzzle. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, that's fun. That's a lot of guys. But yes, that definitely makes sense, Faye. I would not call that, for me, a problem with game systems. Okay. I wouldn't call that a problem with game systems, personally. What are we getting here? What are they selling me? Are they selling Schwocklets?
We're running out of time.
Dude, only 30% of players have standard. That's crazy. Yes. I think that most games will run, most resource limited games will run into problems like that if you are allowed to like practice, basically. I think the ARC section proved that we had plenty more gas in the tank for Grace. There was so much interesting stuff going on there. Lots of layers to these things. You can create a contrived reason to make her temporarily lose some of her gear. There's lots of things you can do. You can add new stuff, right? Where you're like, a new enemy has to have a new resource to get through, right? Kind of like with the acid stuff. There's plenty of ways to add more mechanics for Grace. I do think we could have had more Grace. And obviously that's like a non falsifiable bit. I just personally don't think we needed the Leon section. I think that's a different game than the game that we played here. And that's fine. I think it's ambitious to try to have those two games be the same game. I don't think it worked for me. Except at the end with ARC, right? Just the middle chunk of the game with Leon is just not working for me the way that I think they wanted it to work. In ARC, it was great. And the RPD section was fun. And a good throwback, right? But that wasn't a super long section. Very tight. The middle chunk where you're doing the 3 different objectives, that's a huge miss for me. Fine gameplay wise, like fine minute to minute gameplay, but I think that's a huge miss for me design wise overall. So that's my main complaint, is that middle chunk is really frustrating. After that, it's pretty good again. The whole arc sequence I thought was quite solid. Really enjoyed all of it basically. We had a solid Grace section, a solid Leon section or two, like good stuff. So I guess really, like, you know, just tallying it all up, like it's really just that first big chunky section in Raccoon City. That's a chunk of the game. So again, I don't think is it a problem strictly? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so for me. Yeah, I think so too. Because like they've been aiming at this since 7, right? Like this is now their 3rd game of trying to figure out this first person thing, and they're like nailing it here. I think they're just totally cooking with the first person stuff at this point. But they're also proving they're honing in on the 3rd person stuff too. I think they just needed to cook a little bit harder. But this slapped super hard. Shout out Requiem. Very solid. If you want a number, it's probably 8-ish. Very strong game. Is it my favorite Resident Evil? I don't know, maybe. I haven't played 2 in long enough. Or 1. Is it better than 7 and 8? I think so. The hard part with 7 is the beginning of 7 is so fucking good, and the back half is so nothing. The same thing gets true of 8. The beginning is so good, and well, it's not as good as 7's. The beginning of 8 is good. It has phenomenal sections, and then it just kind of falls apart, I think. So I haven't played 3. It's probably, you know, somewhere between 1,279 for me, probably. I like 4, but I never like took to 4 the way a lot of people have. It just doesn't interest me as much. It's fun, and I should probably play the remake at some point, but we should also probably play the non-remake of 3. I didn't play 3 because the remake, I was waiting for the remake, and then the remake was mid from what I heard, so we could play OG 3 at some point, for sure. That'd be fun. We just played Silent Hill 3, right? Like, so yeah, that's my feelings. Good game. I'd like to play Resident Evil. The lore is very fun. It's stupid, but like affectionate, right? It's fun. It's very funny. Compelling cast. I was feeling a little attached to Leon and Grace, and you know what? We got there. So looking forward to 10. I don't know if Leon and Chris have ever met. Maybe it's finally time. 2, 4, and 9. What's up, Asilian? Yeah. Those are good Resident Evils. 2 remake was so good. I really liked 2 remake. I haven't played it in a number of years, but 2, I really enjoyed what I played of it, or when I played it. Leon's compelling. He's funny, but he's compelling. He's a really earnest guy who wants to do the right thing in a world that is very shitty. So I'm with you there, Asilian. Leon's fun. Like, this is, I think, part of the problem with 8 is that, like, Ethan Winters is not an interesting character. He's not that compelling. We're doing a Chris swap over to Chris again. Yeah, I guess when was the last time Chris was the protagonist? Was it 5? Because he was 5, right? He was 6 as well. Okay, wow. I don't think I realized that. I thought 6 was Leon for some reason. Yeah, this was a blast. And also visually gorgeous and well optimized too. The kind of, you know, didn't comment much on the production of the game, but you know, I'm always very like whatever about fidelity, but this game is gorgeous. The lighting especially is huge mechanically. True, yeah. I didn't know she was. So the thing is, I haven't played 6 or 5, and so I feel like I missed all of the like through lines of the series because I played 4 and then I played 7. Never gone back for 4, for 5, and 6 yet. So I feel like I missed a lot. Yeah, I don't even know if Ada was still around, so that'd be cool to see her again. This was a lot of fun. A really, really good time. The progression was super strong. Again, the lighting and the sound in particular are critical to setting the tone of those grace sections, and they just absolutely nailed it. And again, in a very accessible kind of way too. I mean, I've obviously got a beefy rig here, but it's not like that beefy, and I'm, you know, running NVENC encoding at the same time. So the fact that we got the game looking this nice with that a pretty crispy frame rate the whole time, that's nice. Like there were like 2 times when I felt a drop at all. Like that's a sign of a good time. And Capcom has not always been good about optimization lately, so kudos to them for this. I mean, this was a very well built game. That goes a long way to helping all of this. So I do think that, you know, they did a good job of like hitting some of their core theme through lines without like harping on it too much. We probably could have harped on it a little more, but it worked out well. So I had a great time with this. Super fun. I'm all smiles. I liked the mechanics enough to kind of want to go back and play it again on Insanity or something. That was really fun. I really have enjoyed the Momotomo gameplay as well as all the tension. Really sweet. Sweet game. The Elpis twist, yeah, that was super fun. The whole thing was super fun. Yeah, I think this was a lot of fun. Like, great way to like pay homage to the famous bits of the series, but wrap it up. Like, really, really good way to play the hits, but then move on. Doing a very smart sort of, you know, wrap it up and then plant the seeds for the future if you want to go do another one of these. And that's great. So, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I don't know what else to say. The game's good. Play Requiem. It's very fun. Had a great time. Yeah, I didn't have a great time trying out the hard difficulties on 8 Asilian, so I'm like a little hesitant to try Insanity because that sounds a little rough. Yeah, great experience. I think the right length too. I think the game had been too much any longer, I'd be a little bit like fatigued, I think. So I think it was the right length. Yeah, it just worked out. Says you're freaks, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sometimes I'm a freak too. I'm often a freak. Just this is not always my freak genre. But I'm a freak in many other games. Also, the hard part is for me is like when the freak ends up being like enemy health scaling, I tend to get annoyed. We're gonna sneak in a little a runner of Vampire Survivors. I mean Crawlers, excuse me. Just play the game again if you need more value per hour. Like it kills me. Like it was a very good game. That was a good game. I enjoyed the game. Think about it, you know, like finance bros, think about it this way. Crawling. Think about it this way, finance bros. How you go to the movies. How much does a movie cost? Precisely. That was the exact example I was thinking of. Okay? 10 hours, 5 movies. How much does a movie cost? $20. Probably. 15 bucks. I don't know. 20, 15, 20 bucks? It's the same. It's fine. You can play it again if you need more time out of your entertainment. Like, if you don't have the money, also understandable. It sucks that games cost this much, but the game cost a lot of money to make. It's fine. No one's ripping you off. I kind of want to get... What do I want to get? We got that. We want to get... What do I want to get? Oh, the armor. Yeah. Yeah, I was right about that. I think the games are really built around the Asilian. Like, they really are built around it. We want to do Teeny Bridge. Let's try Teeny Bridge, I guess. Right, exactly. And like, don't get me wrong, I do very much understand the desire to like, you know, not get ripped off. You shouldn't. But like, I don't think in any world this is a rip off of a game.
Here to avenge.
Okay. Nice. Okay. I wish we could see our deck. That's one thing I really want, just seeing the whole unaltered deck right now.
One must rest. To your aid.
Nice. Now that's what I call sequencing. Instead of Wi-Fi. Like, I don't think I disagree. I'm trying to figure out what you mean, like, by under 10. Yeah, I think that is a fair thing to think about. Yeah, and that's why, like, you know, I'm not always saying, like, you know, and there is no limit to this discussion. Like, I kind of, you know, act like that because
By your side.
if I'm gonna take a side in the chat, in the conversation, it's going to be on the side of I don't want my games to be too long. Oh shit, it queued up at end of turn. Oh, that sucks. Of course, it's the point, right? If a game were $70 and it was like a half an hour long experience, I would think that's a problem, right? Like, there's clearly a point. I think that it's not worth thinking about in terms of hours, though. Like, clearly there's a minimum, but like I think you can think holistically about the minimum, basically,
To your aid.
without getting too crazy about it. Like, you can think holistically about it. We're getting somewhere.
One must rest.
And we want card draw pretty badly. This is card draw and defense, which is like, that makes, but this one makes Poe, I think, interesting. Nice! 3 damage? Dude. What we got? Amount, reduced mana cost goes kind of hard. Oh, no, we don't have a slot in the armor yet. I see. Wow, that's really good here, actually. Sure, yeah. Okay, we're taking 3, that's fine.
Here to avenge. One must rest.
Very nice.
By your side. Smart. I say.
We got a nice little thing going here, folks.
Yes. One must rest.
was trying to dig for Poe, but there we go. Oops. Not ideal sequencing, but that's fine.
Good luck, youngster.
Yes. It is true, I think, also, though, that it is, like, you know, remarkably difficult to... We're gonna get a third mana here soon. Whip is gonna be doing a lot of damage here, I think. Yeah, Whip hits... Is it more than one row? I'm not sure, actually. It's hard to do mid-length anything, basically. Yeah, I'm not saying replayable. I'm just saying, like, in any, like, medium, it is hard to do a long, like, a medium story. While whether it's still feeling satisfying? Folks, we're going places.
Yes.
We're gonna maybe save this for next turn. No, we need armor actually. Nice. Block 9. That wasn't ideal.
By your side.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh my god, I literally can't click correctly. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. Very nice. Got one of these bad boys. Just slam it immediately.
To your eyes.
215% area is kind of sick.
Good luck, youngster.
Yeah, armor maxing has been a great play so far, it looks like. And until now, but...
By your side. Yes.
Slowly but surely we'll get there. Slowly but surely.
One must rest.
We're gonna fish for Spellbinder.
Good luck, youngster.
Almost there.
To your aid, I say. Good luck, youngster.
Very nice. That was really unsafe, but it worked out. Whew, took us long enough, team. Empty Tome isn't terrible. I don't hate Rune Tracer either. And then we're trying to fish for Spellbinder, though. Not ideal. We could just take Hollow Heart, but... Yeah, magic. That's kind of big. There we go. That wasn't ideal, was it?
Yes, not.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're probably just gonna yeet this, honestly. We still took damage, holy shit. As regards which discourse?
I must rest.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Good. The one armor, that base armor we picked up, massive.
To your aid. Yes. Smart.
Very nice.
Good luck, youngster.
Damn. Okay.
By your side. I say.
I think we want Axe. Although Sprig goes pretty hard too. What do you do on Sprig?
Good luck, youngster.
I see where your head's at. I do also think, however, that like... Oh, dude, it didn't quick. Like, it's okay to criticize things. Like, I understand the desire to not, like, shit on everything, but... Dude, why can't I click?
Yes.
Yes. There was almost nothing more frustrating than seeing people sort of do, I'm gonna say, like cinema sins style quote unquote criticism, which is not anything. This Sprig was a good move. Whoa! We haven't seen Cross yet. Hand size goes crazy. Damn. Shit. These are all really good. These are long rounds. I think Bracer is very strong.
To your aid.
I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure Bracer is very strong here.
I must rest.
Huge. Is this evolution? I don't know what that does. I think we have to take it because we don't know what it does. Okay, that's pretty sick. Is it actually worth it? I don't know, bro. Oh, dude, like, if people are unironically power scaling, I'm I don't know what I'm gonna do to him, but I'm gonna do something to him. That was kind of sick.
Here to avenge.
5? Dude.
I say.
I think that was correct. Thousand Edge is probably a bad play overall.
Yes. Good luck, youngster.
Like, if you were looking at power scaling and not seeing something that purely exists for fun, you are doing something wrong. Weighty Tome is kind of sick. I do think a Tract Orb is the play here, though. That's the thing we need the most right now.
To your aid, I say. I must rest.
Okay. That was probably good.
By your side. Smart.
Yeah, it's just, like,
Good luck, youngster.
I don't know, for me, like, the fundamental, like, truth of the matter is that, like, power scaling was always a silly way to, like, do basically, you know, wrestling. And I don't think it's ever meant to be more deep than that. It's never cooked.
To your aid, smart.
It might be cooked. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see.
Yes.
We're doing this instead. I think it was a higher percent play, I think. Good.
By your side, I say.
Good. We can save this card for next turn.
Good luck, youngster. Here to avenge. Yes. Good luck, youngster.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. Yes. Like, I think it is important to do both things, which is to say, like, you can acknowledge that Metal Gear Solid is messy, but still worthwhile,
By your side.
while also acknowledging that, like, you know, it's messy.
One must.
Okay, we did make it through. That's massive. This is new. Keep attacking to defeat a boss to earn coins. Ooh, okay. Okay, a little turkey. Oh my god, dude. That sucks. I think we're not doing this. This is not worth it. We may just be cooked here, and that is what it is.
To your aid. I say. Good luck, youngster. Here to avenge.
I agree.
Smart. Yes. One must rest. To your aid. I say. Yes. Good luck, youngster.
Okay. We made it. Okay. Okay. I think it's gotta be projectile, like it's gotta just be that. It's gotta be a mount. Okay, 8 coming through. Okay.
One must rest.
Okay. Are we just cooked? We might just be cooked here, chat. Just kidding, we knocked him back. Okay. We're still in this.
Here to avenge.
Okay, good. We're already in it. Okay, then we're gonna save this card draw for next turn. That unfortunately will be a team. Regrettably. That was fun. Got a nice little 1,000 edge. The Bible. The Bible did hella damage. Over the top 1,000 edge and overkill. Okay. Not too shabby. The armor was a big get. So this would have been big last time. We have it raised an Arcana. The Crawler Leaves. Put them at the top of your deck! Dude. Well, Sharp Mind did help a lot there too, but that oh my god. Okay, next time we should really do this with this setup, I think. All right, team, I gotta get running. It's been wonderful tonight, though. Thank you so much for joining me for Resident Evil 9, and hopefully I will see you around for more. We're gonna be doing a little bit of stuff. I don't know. We're gonna be doing something. I don't know what we're starting next. We might do more Baba as you. I am planning to finally get around to Tunic probably soon, and or Outer Wilds. Those are things that are in our future. So thanks so much for being here, everybody. It's been a pleasure as always. A great playthrough. Hopefully I'll see you all soon. Until next time, enjoy yourselves. Get some rest. Peace.